Dara, right? And this is Dear Hallmark. And I'm laughing because if you're watching this on YouTube, you see who's next to me on the screen here. That's how he showed up on screen, and this is the residual effects of me seeing him for the first time. If you're listening to this, the guy in question is no stranger to Dear Hallmark. In fact, he assisted with the shenanigans that ensued for summer nights. And I had so much fun. I said, oh, we have to bring the homie back. And the homie in question is Mr. Chad Maurice. Chad, welcome back to the home of Dear Hallmark. How are you?
Hey, thank you for having me back. Usually I don't get invited back to places. One to me is usually enough.
Okay. So Chad, we're going to be previewing the August movies. And we're splitting it up between Hallmark movies and mysteries and Hallmark Channel.
Mm-hmm.
And can you, I don't know if you want to, but kind of go into the meaning behind your background and the way that you are dressed for this occasion.
Yes, it's because we are previewing Fall into Love.
What?
Yes, Fall into Love in August. So
No.
I've got my pumpkin. I've got my witch's hat. So I'm all set for fall movies in summer.
I was going to ask, so do you really think we're going to be getting some fall movies? Like, what do you think about that?
If you've seen Hallmark Channel's posts about Fall into Love, they have autumn leaves next to the words Fall into Love.
They do.
They're promoting autumn, but someone really needs to buy Hallmark Channel a calendar. Because obviously they don't look at any calendars before they decide on these promotional campaigns. Because someone should tell them that the first day of autumn isn't until September 21st.
Now, I can hear someone giving pushback with Christmas being like Christmas starting October 22nd.
Yes, that's true too. I don't think they should start the movies until November. That's my opinion.
Oh,
I think they should wait till after Halloween.
I kind of agree with you.
I think one holiday at a time.
Yeah, let's just give fall its moment.
That's right.
Appropriate.
That's right. And I think they should have Thanksgiving movies. I think they should have Halloween movies and Thanksgiving movies. I think that'd be a blast.
I agree with that and with you. I totally agree. I feel like there's not enough Thanksgiving movies. And there was one hint of it last year with Finding Love in Mountain View. They had a Thanksgiving scene, but it was very short. And it was it was a transitional movie that was on Hallmark Movies and Mysteries that was transitioning us to fall. But it wasn't like explicitly fall. So I'm very curious because we got, in spring we got some random movies. In winter, we got Fall into Love and Fall Harvest. So I'm curious.
Winter, we got fall movies.
Yeah. I feel like that was 2021's Fall Harvest on back order. And we just got it like for winter and we were waiting for it.
Yeah. I think they did away with all their seasonal movies. I think is what they're doing.
I agree, which is a bummer because I'm such a cheesy, like atmospheric, moody person. So it just amps me up to have seasonal movies while the season is transpiring. So
now I have a feeling that none of these movies are going to be about fall or autumn. That's just my hunch.
I agree. Speaking of which, let's just dive right in. Let's start off with Hallmark Channel. And we're going to start off with the movie that's coming out Saturday, August 6th. It stars the Pena Vegas or Pena Vegas. I don't know if that's a Pena or Pena. But we're going to do the same shenanigans we did last time. I am going to just do the title and who stars in it. And then we are going to guess the plot and then I'm going to read the actual synopsis at the end. How does that
Okay.
sound?
Okay.
All right. So our first movie is Love in the Limelight. Like I said, it stars the Pena Vegas, who are Carlos and Alexa, and it comes on at 8. So Chad, when you hear Love in the Limelight, what do you think this movie is about?
When I heard the title or read the title, Limelight, I think one lead is going to be a celebrity.
Mm,
That's my hunch.
yeah.
And you know, whenever there's a celebrity in one of these movies, the celebrity status always puts a strain on the relationship.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what's going to happen. But do you want to hear my synopsis here?
Please, please,
Okay,
sir.
okay,
You have the
okay.
floor.
And I made up character names this time.
Oh, I'm with it.
Okay,
Let's do it.
okay.
Let's do it.
Monica,
Ooh.
a famous soap star, meets Dave, a plumber who she hires to fix her pipes, if you know what I mean. He has no idea who she is. And they hit it off. They start to date, but things go sour when their relationship is thrown in the limelight. They break up, but they get back together. After the producer of the soap opera casts Dave as Monica's love interest on the show because Dave is just so darn handsome. Forget the fact that he can't act. They kiss on set in the middle of a scene and wind up falling in love in the limelight. Ding, ding, ding. There we go. That's it. Can't be about anything else.
I don't know how I can. I don't know how I'm supposed to come after that. Like, I don't know how to follow that. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. So I agree with you with the word limelight being in the title. I feel like it has something to do with celebrity. Mm-hmm. It's interesting that you went soap star. I feel like because Hallmark's been very with the times in terms of social media, I'm going to say we're dealing with a social media influencer.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm going to and I would say the celebrity in this case is the woman as well, a social media influencer. And I think the movie has like light and fluffy commentary about doing things for social media versus versus real life.
Ah, okay.
And where she'll meet, okay, so let's say her name is Morgan, and our leading guy's name is, let's call him Chad. And so
Morgan's in trouble.
And so Chad and Morgan meet in a coffee shop, and he's the type of guy who doesn't care about technology. He's not with the social media, so he has no idea who she is. And she sees him, she's beginning to have feelings for him, but she also at the same time realizes, oh, this could be cool content for my social media. So lines begin to get blurred internally for her as she's trying to create content with him for social media, while also trying to deal with the real feelings that she may be feeling for him. So,
okay.
Let's see what this movie is actually about.
Yeah, I'm dying to know now.
Okay, so after years of being pen pals with Nick, who is played by Carlos, Summer, played by Alexa, Summer's teen crush and former lead singer of the popular boy band, the Mendez Boys, the two finally meet in person when he comes to town for a comeback concert. Their friendship has set the stage for romance, and Summer's abuelita, a hip grandmom with a growing TikTok following, encourages her to follow her heart.
No! You got part of it. How did you do that?
I don't know. I'm just mad it's the grandma. Like, what?
It's the grandmother. The grandmother has a TikTok following?
They just needed to insert that. A hip grandma with a growing TikTok following. I wonder why that matters.
Wow. So this is a pen pal. She's writing to a musician.
They've been writing to each other since they were kids.
So was he this guy like in a boy band or something?
Which is funny because he really is in a boy band in real life.
Who?
Carlos.
He is?
He's a part of Big Time Rush, which was like a made up band for a Nickelodeon show that actually became
Oh, I
a
didn't
real
realize
band.
that. Okay, I didn't realize
And
that.
they're doing a comeback, which is hilarious because Big
Oh,
Time Rush
okay.
is so it's almost like art imitating life a little bit.
Okay, so this movie sounds wild.
It's all over the place. We got pen pals,
we got
we got a teen crush,
we got boy bands, musicians. We
boy
got
band.
a hip grandmother on TikTok.
Like we got abuelita, so we
Now,
know like this is gonna be interesting.
okay. Now I got to tell you, this
Yeah.
movie. I don't know if you know, is directed by Ron Oliver,
Okay.
who's directed a lot of successful Hallmark movies.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it was co-written by a couple people. Willie
Okay.
Ames is one. I don't know if you know the name
That
Willie
name
Ames.
sounds familiar.
He was on the show Eight is Enough back in the 70s.
Okay.
And he was on the show Charles in Charge with Scott Baio
Yes.
back in the 80s,
Okay.
like
Yes.
late 80s.
Yeah.
So he knows sitcoms. So he's one of the writers. And another one of the writers is Rich Tabak, I think you pronounce his name. He's written for a ton of sitcoms. So I think this movie is going to be funny. I think it's going to have a little funny flair to it.
I can get down with funny. That TikTok gave me the heebie-jeebies. I'm like, what? I'm still looking at it like, oh man, this is gonna be. We're getting off to an interesting start. Okay, all right. Let's go into the next one. Okay.
Oh wait, do we rate it or what?
Oh yes, let's rate it. Let's rate it. Stage lights.
Stage lights. Okay.
How many stage lights do you think this movie is going to be?
I think this one's going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm going to go 4 stage lights on this one.
I'm with you.
I think
I'm with you. I have hope.
I'm up for a hip grandma on TikTok. I mean, and pen pals. I'm up for pen. I love pen pal stories. So yeah, I'm up for it.
And it's funny. I originally was going to give this movie 2.5, but until you told me the writers, it bumped it up.
Yeah,
all right, I have hope that there will be some banter, some sarcasm, some funny. So I definitely.
And if directed by Ron Oliver, it has to be good.
Yeah.
Because he directed Pavey in that Christmas on the Plaza movie.
Yeah,
he directed Love at the Thanksgiving Day Parade. He's directed a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. So now I have hope. So thank you for saying that. My hope was nowhere to be found before you said that. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. So we have Romance and Style, which stars J.C. Elliott and Benjamin Hollingsworth, who by the time we're at the time we're recording this, he's going to be in Splash of Love.
He will be in last week's movie, A Splash of Love, with the killer whales, the orcas, right?
The orcas, yes.
So he's doing 2 movies in 2 weeks.
Listen, the man is making a check, and I ain't mad at him.
Yes, he's bringing it in. He's making his agent happy.
Hello. So, Chad, what do you have with the title being Romance and Style, starring
Romance and Style,
J.C. Elliott and Benjamin Hollingsworth?
I think in one article I read, the title was called Love by Design, but now it's called Romance and Style. So I think I don't know if it changed or what, but
I think it did, because I remember that title being too close to the movie that stars Danica McKellar and Andrew Walker. I think that's called like Love in Design or something like that.
Yeah,
so maybe they wanted to change it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so here's my here's mine. Okay.
Oh, I'm nervous. I know I'm nervous.
Everyone gets nervous when I open my mouth. Okay.
Oh God. Okay.
Frederic, not Frederick, but Frederic.
Okay.
A fashion designer who is surrounded by beautiful women all day who tell him how wonderful his designs are, has never had that special connection with someone until meeting Frances, a tailor in one of his sweatshops. They clash heads after she criticizes one of his designs, but after getting to know her, he begins to understand her side of the fashion industry. He likes what she has to say. They begin falling for each other until she sees him kissing a guy, and assumes he is gay. But in the last 5 minutes, she finds out, no, he is not gay. It was all just a big misunderstanding. So they run away together and have a romance in style. And who was that guy he was kissing? I don't know. We got to watch a movie and find out.
I want to see this movie. And if this movie isn't that movie, I don't want to see what this movie is. So I want to see that movie. Again, I don't know how to follow that. That was sheer brilliance. I'm just gonna bow out on this one and say you take this one.
No, come on. You got to come up with something.
Okay, all right.
You know, it's hot in this vampire cape. I'm sweating here. Woo!
I'm gonna take the opposite approach and say that we're gonna do a take on the Devil Wears Prada. And so we have this like very bossy kind of persnickety fashion editor of a magazine. Nobody likes her. She's like Scrooge meets the Grinch meets the devil. However, for some reason, her new, not for some reason, but she sent a new assistant who's a guy, and she has some thoughts about him because he doesn't, almost like the Devil Wears Prada, he doesn't look like like, what are you doing in the fashion industry? Like, what are you doing here? But he's able to show her some things and bring her to vulnerable moments. And then she's in turn able to like make him over into this kind of like hotshot thing. And much like your conclusion, they just begin to have a romance in style. So.
All right. Okay. So we both agreed it's about the fashion industry, right?
I agree. I think that title was they wanted you to know what was going on. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, you ready to hear what Hallmark Channel is saying this movie is really about?
Yeah, ready to hear it. Yep.
Okay. Ella, her unique designs inspire publishing mogul Derek to include plus-sized fashion in his magazine.
Okay.
It's not long before Derek realizes that Ella's her influence reaches far beyond the catwalk.
That's it?
That's it. That's all we got.
Short summary?
Short and sweet.
So it's about design. We got that part.
It's about plus-size fashion.
About plus-size fashion. Who's the designer? Which one's the designer?
Ella, the woman.
The woman's the designer, and what's his character?
He's a publisher.
Oh, he's a publisher.
Publishing mogul. So I'm guessing he probably has multiple fashion like magazines or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I'm not feeling very good about this one. We got a short summer. We really don't know what the movie's about.
Yeah.
And it stars two people who, well, JC, I don't think she's ever been in a Hallmark movie.
Yeah, I agree.
And the guy is The Splash of Love. Was that his first or what?
No, he did Love Under the Olive Tree.
Oh, you know what? Oh, wait a minute. They were both in Signed, Sealed, Delivered.
Oh, see, but
I forgot about that.
I know. Don't.
Benjamin was in the very first Signed, Sealed, Delivered pilot movie.
Oh, wow.
That's right. We're going back to 2013.
I am going to watch that at some
point. And JC was in the last Signed, Sealed, Delivered movie, The Vows We Have Made.
Wow.
I just remembered that.
Connection.
Okay, I just remembered that. And they both in Signed, Sealed, Delivered, they both played a character by the name of Charlie, both of them.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's interesting.
What a connection.
I think that's them. Either that or I'm messing. No, I got it all messed up. Splash of Love. Wait a minute. I think it's Splash of Love is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, because Rhiannon.
So yeah, I got the movies mixed up. Splash of Love. Both of those, Benjamin and his co-star was in Signed, Sealed, Delivered.
Okay.
Yeah, JC. I got JC mixed up.
That's okay.
Right. I'm all screwed. You can edit that out. I'm all messed up there. But yeah, this movie. What are we giving this movie? Like scissors or what? What are we giving them? I don't know what. How are we rating it?
Let's do hangers.
Hangers. That's good.
Out of 5 hangers, what are you giving it?
I'll go 2 hangers. I'll go 2.
So
I was gonna go 1, but I'll go 2.
There's a little sliver of hope there. just a stitch, a stitch of hope.
A stitch of hope. Ba-dum-bum.
That's a movie title for Hallmark Movies and Mystery.
There you go, Stitch of Hope. That's a good. I like that title.
That could be the dramatic version of this movie. I'm giving it 3. I think they're trying to send a message about, I guess, body, because I remember a press release coming out about this And I didn't know they changed the name until you were talking about it. I'm like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
because I
Yeah.
remember it being called that, but I remember them mentioning something because I quickly scanned it, wanting it to be about body positivity and stuff like that. So I would
Oh,
have given
okay.
it a two, but the extra hanger is, they're trying to say, love yourself.
Okay. All
So
right. Well, that's good. That's a good idea to message to send out there.
I'll give them that. All right. Are you ready for our third movie? That will be premiering August 20th at 8 p.m. Hallmark Channel. It stars Rachel Boston and Paul Campbell, who are no strangers.
Mm-hmm.
No
We know
strangers
them.
to the Hallmark
That's
universe.
right.
Have they ever been paired together before?
Yes. Good thing I was glad you brought that up. Yes, in the movie The Last Bridesmaid,
Oh, wow.
they starred in that together.
Wow.
That was, yeah. Boy, I forget what year that was. That was a few years ago. 2 or 3 years ago. Something like that.
Okay. So then they're back for a reunion tour. In
Yes, they were
this
good in
movie.
that movie together. So I think they'll be good in this movie together too.
Yeah, you have hope.
I don't know who wrote and directed this one. I tried to find it, but I couldn't find it. It wasn't out there anywhere. So I don't know.
Now, this one is called Dating the Delaney's.
Interesting title.
Very. And so just kick us off. You just go. Do what you do.
Well,
Do what you do.
I'm going off that strange title.
All right, let's hear it. Okay. Whew, all right.
Okay. This may need to be edited. Okay.
Oh my gosh! Oh no. Okay, go ahead.
Do we got like a beep? Okay. So, okay.
I'm
So
not that fancy, so I don't have clickers
this
or buzzers.
you
I'll
don't
just
have
let
any
you know. No sound
censor
effects.
sounds. Okay. This is a risque movie for Hallmark.
Uh-oh.
They're gonna have to show this one at maybe 10 o'clock or midnight.
Uh
No 8 p.m. No 8 p.m. for this one.
Chad, what are you doing? What are you
A
doing?
couple who are swingers, Lisa and Kyle. They are looking for other couples to date. After scouring dating apps, they meet Jonathan and Linda.
Oh my god.
Now, at first, it is just sex. But after sharing whips and chains and philosophies on life, they fall for each other, and Jonathan and Linda wind up dating the Delaneys. Oh, yes, that's it.
What just happened?
What just happened? I told you when I open my mouth, I get myself in trouble every time.
What just happened? Do you know? I don't know. What just happened? What just happened? Okay. All right, I gotta reset the factory settings on myself. Okay. Let me see. Okay. So I'm gonna say dating with the Delaney or dating the Delaneys is about a married couple that's trying to reconcile. That's what I think it is. And so they're kind of like so they're dating each other. I don't think they're divorced. I just think they're separated. I'm gonna
Okay.
say.
Okay.
And they're both making like baby steps to reconcile their marriage, which sounds like Hallmark movies and mysteries a little bit,
Yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit serious, but I feel like with Paul Campbell, there'll be a little bit more humor into it, and they end up coming back to each other, and it's a beautiful story of redemption and reconciliation. So
Okay. Okay. All right.
I needed to
That could
put
be.
that based
That
off.
could be. But dating the Delaneys.
Yeah,
It
well,
sounds like okay. All right.
let's see.
All right. I'm
Let's
dying to
see.
know what this really is about.
Maggie Delaney is a divorced mother who
Okay.
ventures into the dating world with some help from Michael, the single father of her son's friend. So Michael's played by Paul Campbell and Maggie is Rachel Boston. At the same time, Maggie's mother, Barb, played by the ever wonderful Karen Kruger.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And her teen daughter, Emma, begin romances of their own.
Oh, I see what's going
So
on here.
all
Okay.
so all it's the three women are each having their own romance. Here we go. As these three generations of women explore the highs and lows of modern dating, They learn that love and romance can be found at any age and sometimes where you least expect it.
Ah, so this is like a triple couple movie?
Yeah, I
Okay.
like
I like it. I
it.
like it. Okay.
I
Okay.
like this a lot.
Okay. Yeah. 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 Okay. So it's about finding new love after divorce, right? Is that one of the
Yes.
themes? Okay.
Let's give it heart.
That's an important theme. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And at any age, because I like how
At
they're
any age, yes. Yeah.
it's the teens,
Right.
then we have the like I don't want to say middle age. I don't know what
Right.
you want
Older couples. I like it when there's older couples in the movies.
to.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like that. I like that.
So, all right, how many hearts would
It's
you give this?
I think it's going to be good. It's got Paul Campbell, got Rachel Boston, got Karen Kruper. We like all of them.
Mm-hmm.
How many hearts? Dating the Delaney's. Let me think. I'm going 4 hearts, I think.
Yeah!
I think I'm going 4. I like it. I like it.
I'm gonna go 4.5
Oh, you
because I
are?
feel like I have the hope and optimism that this is going to be on par with Just One Kiss, with like how fabulous Just One Kiss was for me. But
Oh,
I feel
okay.
like there still may not be some feels into it because it's not as like it's too contemporary. Because I'm like a classic nostalgic Hallmark sap. So I need that little bit of cheese, you know. And I feel like this movie isn't going to have the cheese, but it's still going to be fantastic. So
Right.
I'm going to give it 4.5
No,
hearts.
what gets that? Why does it get that extra half? What do you think? Why is it?
I it's the generations. I
Oh, the
think
generations.
like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
three
Yeah, yeah.
storylines.
Yeah, I like that.
That's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, I think that'll be. I like it when there's double couples in the movies. And this one has triple couples, so that would be even more
Triple.
interesting. Yeah.
Yes. And I like
Yeah.
that it's like I said, it's three generations and it's the women.
And
It
the
will
women,
be
yeah, yeah.
interesting to see that told from the male perspective though.
Mm-hmm.
Like three generations of men
I'd
dating.
I'd love to know who wrote this. If it was written by a woman or male. I'd love to know that.
I wonder
I
if
don't know.
Paul had his hand in the
I
writing.
don't know. I was thinking that when I saw his name connected to it, I was wondering if he had something to do with the writing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
If he did, it'll have some humor in it, probably.
Oh, for even
Yeah.
whether he wrote it or even if he just like him starring in it, I feel like he's
Mm-hmm.
still going to inject humor
Mm-hmm.
into whatever he does, which is why we love
Mm-hmm.
Paul. So,
Mm-hmm.
all
All right. So
right.
looking forward to that one. Okay.
Me too. Me too. Okay, here we go. We are on our last movie for August for Hallmark Channel. That's premiering August 27th at 8. It stars Davita Williams, Richard Harmon, and Tracy Austin. Not to be confused with my last name, Alston.
Ah,
The title of this movie is called Game, Set, Love. Chad, take it away.
okay. Game set love. So as soon as I read the title, I figured it's about tennis.
Yeah, same.
Right.
Same.
All right. So we got a tennis movie.
Yeah.
So Isabella,
Oh, yes.
a down on her luck tennis pro, is forced by her manager to hire a new coach,
Mm.
Owen. She doesn't like Owen's game of trying to teach her tennis because, after all, she's a pro. After butting heads over tennis technique, they begin courting each other. See what I did there?
I'm grateful.
She starts banging his balls around until his jealous ex-girlfriend shows up, Veda, also known as Darth Vader. Isabella doesn't like Veda's backhanded approach, so she serves her up a forehand and slams her home. Game, set, love.
I thought
You got to appreciate the tennis puns there. Come on.
I just thought the worst of it was the Delaney's, but I okay, I'm back. Okay. Game set love. I'm gonna say um we have a single mother and her daughter. Her daughter wants to be a tennis player and she plays for the tennis team at her school. And her mom kind of has this unrequited passion of wanting to be a tennis player, but do I want to say it's an injury? I don't want to say it's an injury. I don't think she had the courage to really pursue it. And so one day she actually decides to attend her daughter's practice, and she sees her daughter's tennis coach. They get to talking. They get all into the, courting. And he kind of pushes her to pursue her tennis dream. And then they end up falling in love and they become a happy family. And that's the end.
Okay.
I'm still shocked by your synopsis. Oh, okay. Sorry, I cheated a little bit. I saw a little bit of the synopsis. Chad, I think you were on it. So,
no way.
Former pro tennis player Taylor, played by DeVita, she reluctantly agrees to coach her former doubles partner, Ashley, and her new partner, Will, who needs to repair his reputation and career. Although Taylor and Will clash at first, she's surprised to discover a different side to him. Even more surprising is when Taylor finds herself entering the tournament with Will after Ashley is sidelined by an injury. As they get ready to compete, the pair learns they may be a perfect match.
Wow, that sounds complicated.
It's a lot. You were in there though, like you had a couple of pieces of it.
Mm-hmm.
The enemies to lovers, the former pro tennis player, the coaching aspect. Like you definitely got some aspects of it.
Okay.
But this does seem complicated. So her former doubles partner is now with another person.
Okay.
And I think she's coaching the both of them.
Okay.
But then her former doubles partner gets an injury. And so now she's with the person she doesn't like.
So she's got, and are they ex-lovers? Are they two? Was that what they
No,
were?
she's meeting him for the first time.
Oh, okay. Okay. So they don't know each other. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
So
then they start playing together. Okay. Well, it was directed by Jessica Harmon, who directed Rip in Time. And you like Rip in Time, right?
You can, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And she also directed an episode of Signed, Sealed, Delivered, the episode Time to Start Living, which I know you haven't seen yet, but
yeah, I know. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting to it. I promise.
It was written by a couple of writers who have written many Hallmark movies. Now the stars, Richard Harmon and Davita Williams, I don't think they've ever been in any Hallmark
Those
movies.
names don't sound familiar.
They don't sound familiar to me. But Tracy Austin, who's also in it, she is a former tennis pro.
Oh.
Okay, so they got it. They have a tennis pro in this cast here to show them the moves, I guess.
Word.
So yeah, I don't have a good feeling about this one. I'm sorry. I don't think this is gonna.
And they put it last, Chad, which is like that's saying a lot.
Yeah. I don't think they're gonna get this one over the net.
Yes, I love it. How many tennis rackets would you give this movie?
Oh boy. Boy, we got an unknown cast here. We got tennis.
Yeah.
Not many people like tennis. I don't think tennis isn't a real popular sport. I don't think like other sports.
Those who love it are dying.
Those who love it, are hardcore fans.
They are hard. I feel like you're either hardcore,
but I mean,
or not at all.
The general Hallmark audience, I don't think tennis is going to keep their attention during this movie. I don't know.
I mean, if they have enough sizzle, to make it pop,
I'm going to give it 2. What are we doing? Tennis balls or rackets?
Tennis rackets.
No, I'm going to give it 2. I'm giving it 2. I'm giving it 2.
I'm going to give it 2.5 simply because I like enemies to lovers. That's my favorite trope in rom-coms.
Okay.
And because this is enemies to lovers, I'm going to give it that extra half of racket.
Okay.
But if it wasn't enemies to lovers, this would have gotten 2 rackets.
Sure. Okay. All right.
For sure. Chad, we finished all 4 of the movies that they've given to us for the August Fall into Love lineup. What are your thoughts? Because we've talked about each one individually, but what are your thoughts about the lineup overall?
The lineup, it's called Fall into Love, but it has no fall in it, so I'm not feeling good about the lineup.
Now, do you think possibly
I want my fall movies?
These could be set at fall. That could be a possibility.
I don't think a movie about tennis is going to be set in the fall.
You're right. I was trying.
I don't think they're going to have anything to do with fall. That's my feeling.
Yeah, I'm not holding my breath
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
Like
I think I'm based on what I rated them, I think we're going to get maybe two good ones and two not so good ones. I think that's
I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
I completely agree with you. I think it was the first and the third because we were going to do Dating the Delaney's and then Love in the Limelight because of who wrote it. Those were the two good ones. Mm-hmm. And then the Game Set Love with the Romance and Style, that one could go a bit awry. So
yeah.
It'll be interesting. It'll definitely be interesting. Well, Chad, thank you so much for hanging in there, for doing this preview with me. I should thank myself for hanging in there because you were a trip. You were a trip. This whole preview episode, you were a trip. But by the time that we're recording this, though, the September lineup, I don't know if you know, the September lineup dropped.
I saw that.
They're continuing Fall Into Love in September.
I saw that. It's called Fall Into Love again.
Yeah, wait, it's again is in it, or you're saying again?
No, it's just called Fall Into Love. They're continuing that promotional campaign, I guess.
Yeah, which is interesting because last year we got more summer nights. This year we're getting more fall.
Yeah. So. They usually change the promo each month, don't they usually?
Usually, but I put nothing past Hallmark now.
Yeah, now anything goes.
I just buckle my seatbelt and just what the dips are.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm not surprised if I see Christmas movies in March or Christmas movies in September. I mean, who knows what's going to happen.
Spring movie in October.
Spring movies in October, fall movies in January. Anything goes these days.
Well, Chad, again, thank you so much for being here. Why don't you tell everyone where they can find you and where they can listen to your podcast, because you have a podcast as well.
Okay, they can find me on social media, my personal account at Chad Maurice and the podcast account at GACTV Podcast for the time being, which is going to change, and we'll talk about that at another later time.
Indeed, indeed. Well, everyone, he's Chad. I'm Dara. This is Dear Hallmark, and I will talk to you guys in the next episode.